Hi, this is my first vlog on the channel anyway, and as you will have noticed, this probably sounds way worse and is worse lit, etc. I just wanted to do them unedited, unscripted, whenever ideas of or questions or whatever are floating around my head, then I will make one and post them in the correct playlist on the channel. So I've got a list of stuff. I'll just go through that, and if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments down below, or you can email at contact at xboxune.co.uk. So the first one I've got is why Xbox? So basically, why did I choose Xbox for the channel and why do I like Xbox? So first of all, I played PC games until my first console, which was a Sony PlayStation 1. My dad was into computers and he thought the other ones were pretty rubbish. And when the PlayStation came out, he said, okay, that's quite good, you can get one of those. So when the next generations came out, everyone's saying, oh, I want a PlayStation 2. I wanted one as well, obviously. And my dad's like, no, you need to get an Xbox because the Xbox is more powerful and it's Microsoft. It's like PC, you know. So at first I was like, that's kind of shit, you know. But I remember going on a website and I think it was they had a video for Rally Sport Challenge. They probably had one for Halo and stuff, but I was like, yeah, this looks amazing. So got that the first year it came. So I think it came out in the March, so I got it Christmas. I think it was 2002 in the UK, and it definitely felt like no one at school had one. Very few people had them anyway. But that was kind of cool. You got games that they didn't get, and it probably made me play less Japanese games compared to people on the Sony or Nintendo platforms. But not that there wasn't games obviously on the original Xbox, but just certainly more shooters and stuff and Halo. But anyway, so I played that, and then got a 360 at launch, and I must have at one point, I think just from, had very few of mine broke down with the red ring, but I did buy a lot of them, so I think I had about 7 or something. And I remember buying one just to mod, and that was a mess because I tried to put lights and everything in it. But anyway, eventually I had maybe 350, 400 games for that machine. So once I'd went down that sort of path, that definitely, the gamer score and stuff, that definitely seemed to be my sort of go-to console. And certainly in the 360 generation it was pretty good game-wise, and exclusives and stuff was pretty good. So that's pretty much why I like Xbox. So the next one, it says, you must be a fanboy and hate Sony and Nintendo, which is not true. I mean, yeah, I really like Xbox, but that's not true. So first console was the Sony PlayStation. Also bought, still own PS3. I got that at launch. A PS4. I got that at launch. I bought a Wii in the first year that it came out. I had about 3 PSPs and 2 Vitas. And the Vita is one of my most favourite consoles. It's not an Xbox. Well, handheld. Obviously I had Game Boys. So yeah, nothing against any of those, and there's certainly games on some of those platforms which I wish there was on the Xbox. And until the X, the Sony looked better. It still does compared to the original. But there's still things, obviously, like not so much the modern dash on the Xboxes, but just the way things worked network-wise and stuff. Anyway, once I'd bought into that, that was me down that path, but nothing against either of those. So, next question. Setting up the channel, the production and costs. So, I had an idea for making a YouTube channel about 4 years ago, and I'd bought a DLSR, I think it was a Canon 7D, and lenses and light boxes and screens and lapel mics and all sorts of stuff, tons of stuff. And it wasn't for a gaming channel, it was a computer channel for doing how-to stuff. Always wanted to do a gaming channel, but by then I was like, I don't know where to start. Everyone else has done one. There's just too many. I enjoy the video production and the idea of getting everything better and better, and even though I've only got 13 and 14 videos, hopefully you can see there's a gradual, constantly trying to get stuff sound a bit better, look a bit better, maybe improve what I'm saying or whatever. Yeah, so that's work in progress, but that's quite fun. And then like 4 years later, just like there, last year, I definitely thought, oh, hold on, I've got most of that equipment, but the camera was 1080p, and I'm like, well, we're in 4K sort of time. Oh, hold on, my phone can do 4K. And then the Xbox One X was coming out, and it did 64K recording. Oh great, I don't need a recorder. And then just loads of stuff just happened. I was like, well, this is great, I don't need to buy too much. And started collecting the original Xbox, and they were coming out on the Xbox One, so I'm like, well, this is good, I'll do some of those videos. That'll be dead easy. You would think. So like recording on the phone, I'm using the front facing camera, hence it's not 4K. But oh, that seems great, I'll do 4K. Samsung S8, sold my camera. It only records 10 minutes. So that's not ideal. So I got to use a camcorder, like a proper Panasonic one, for doing the new front facing stuff for things that are longer. Obviously I have a time limit of an hour now on capturing the 4K stuff. Then I was like, well, if I'm going to do the original Xbox stuff, you go buy a recorder. Got a super cheap one. Not sure how you say it, it's like Hulpage or something, Rocket HD, because I need something that's not near a PC because it's a totally different room, and I think it's like £120, and I got it for 27, but then it didn't have the composite cable, component cable, I can't remember which one, the one for the HD, and then I had to buy that, and it came and I'd ordered the wrong one. And then I just got another one, so I spent another 40, but it's still relatively cheap. But I bought the cheap cable for the original Xbox. That's now showing scan lines. I might record some of that, but I'll need to go and buy an original one, which is like £30. But I was gonna probably buy one, but it's money everywhere. like I said, I had lighting, but now I'm wanting to do some of the keying with ideally a green screen. And if you've watched the Pirates video, the Sid Meier's, or the pirate one, you'll notice the background's taken out. That was done with just like a background like this, and obviously it's not too great, but I was like, that's better than having a big box round half of the game. I've got a relatively okay PC. I probably built it 3-4 years ago. An i7 3.4. I can't remember, maybe 3rd gen, 4th gen, something like that. I can't remember. 16 gig RAM and a GTX 970 Ti. So not the worst, but not really a 4K gaming machine. But see, editing some of this content, some of the original quick plays, they are like nearly an hour. Rendering times, just by putting an intro and doing like swapping the audio and stuff, I was like, I don't know, 5 hours, 6 hours. It was at high bit rate, but I think I might reduce that a bit. But yeah, the pirate one, I removed the background, and it was, like I said, not green screen, it had shadows and all that. So I'm sitting using the eyedropper here and then there and there, all the different shades. Must have had like 10 keys, a couple of bordering things, masks. I tried to render the 27-minute video, and I think it took 22 hours to render. So there's part of me that thinks people probably don't have many 4K 60 videos, 1080p videos keyed out, especially when it's not green screen, because you have to have a very expensive computer, and especially with the data mining, the crypto mining stuff, you can't even buy a better graphics card, well, unless you want to sink like £800-900 or something. So that's a bit of an issue. Yeah, and obviously you'll need, I've got that little mic. I had to buy a field recorder. It was a Tascam one. I was going to buy a Zoom H1, which everyone raves about, but I got it a bit cheaper. And then tripods, all sorts of just millions and millions of stuff needs bought. And then there's a time, it takes a long time to redo stuff, and I've also got a Blue Yeti for doing a voiceover. I already had that, but you know, that might cost you nearly £100. And then I've got like Sennheiser earphones, that big kind of production ones, which I haven't been using lately, so it sounds probably even worse. But you kind of need something that's quite good to hear, whether there's background noise or whatever. So yeah, the whole thing just runs into a ridiculous cost. And I did join that Keymailer thing for getting some games, and I've had like 3 of them or 4 of them, but I've only done like 2 of the games. I'm going to do a 3rd. So it's good getting some new games, but if the games are not good enough, there was a couple by Bug Studio, and those games are just terrible. They're not even worth making a video for. So yeah, need to get subscribers. So if you're watching, please subscribe. It does really help things like that, and ideally you would want to get on a list, like a Microsoft PR list or something. everyone else is running about getting free Sea of Thieves controllers and all sorts of stuff at the moment. You're like, I've bought millions of stuff off Microsoft, give me some. But no, I don't care too much about the free stuff because most of the time I'm buying the stuff anyway. But certainly earlier stuff would maybe make the content better, and for some of that stuff I will need subscriber numbers or whatever. So it really does help if you do subscribe and share, and same with Twitter. I don't know how to grow the Twitter, but there's so many things, so hopefully we'll get that sorted. So yeah, I've got aims and ideas. So I'd like to do all of the Xbox, 360, Xbox One and original. It's quite heavily focused on original because at the moment I'm collecting the original, but I do want to focus on more 360 stuff as well, and that capture card can record that now, so that's not so bad. It's just obviously when you're working 40 to 60 hours on a normal job, trying to find the time to record, edit, upload. Yeah, the upload times since I've moved out, my internet is used to be 200 meg downloads. I can't remember what the upload is, but now it's like 60 downloads, and the upload's like less than 10 meg up, so it takes ages. So hopefully I can get more videos out on a relatively regular time, trying to fill all of the playlists that I've got, but as I said, it takes a long time. You wouldn't believe how long it takes to make certain videos. I'm kind of laying off the reviews. I laugh at if you watch that review on Dungeons. I did it because it was sent to me and it seemed a decent enough game, but I did it at like 1 in the morning, and that's why it sounds so whispery, because it was like really quiet. And yeah, just there's so many things I've learned from doing these videos, and if you can tell me what you want to see, it will help form what kind of stuff I concentrate on, because trying to get these numbers up are also really important. So there's what I want to do, and then there's for the viability of just people watching it, I need to do other things. So I know the 4K asset thing was really decent, and like it's got 8,000 odd views, and I don't know what that was, like 3 months, but that for me that was pretty good. But I think I sort of hit a perfect time. I have to apologise to Giant Bomb. I was watching one of their streams and they mentioned how to do the button press thing. I was like, I'm gonna go and make a video of that because I don't remember seeing that anywhere else. Although now actually, if you are doing it, I don't think you have to press all 4 buttons. I think you only have to press 3. But anyway, so yeah, the aim's hopefully in 5 years. I'll just say this is now. Hopefully, if we continue with 1 to 3 videos a week, that the numbers will be relatively good, and then at least it'll be a success. I think it should be quite a success. But like I said, it's just churning these out and knowing what people want and trying to get them to trying to get you to subscribe. But please tell me what you need to see. I'm going to try and do rarer and collectible original Xbox. I'm going to try and do Japanese import original Xbox stuff. Ideally like strange special edition stuff, because there are a couple of them that look, you've got I think like Cooking Bistro, I think Bistro Cupid has like a dinner set or something with it, but not that I own that, but I'll try and purchase some more obscure stuff probably. But yeah, just let us know what you're thinking, because it really is, it's an awkward one to work out at first. I was wanting to do an Assassin's Creed Origins guide to being really good at it. Not that I'm super at it, but I have played nearly every one of them. But I've certainly completed like 100%ed maybe 3 or 4 or 5, most of them anyway. Collecting every single thing and being really high rank. So that's the other thing. I'm trying to play that game this now and 100% that, and that is way longer than any other one. Well, it just feels it. Although saying that, it's probably not as bad as trying to collect the flags in AC1. That there's no maps or anything. That was pretty hard. But anyway, I digress. So yeah, please subscribe. I will make some more of these. If you have any questions, it can be about Xbox, it could be suggestions for videos, just general gaming stuff, then please leave a message, and I can put you in the next vlog, or make a video on it. And thanks for watching. And now I'll have to go over there and press the stop button because I'm not going to edit this. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Right, thanks.